2 days ago, news flashed on every TV screen. The southwest port was blown by terrorists. Nobody believed that news, neither the citizens nor the officials of the country. Everybody knew who was behind it. The port was owned by one man, and it was his enemy's doing. John Jungkook, who owned every corner of the country, sat at the head of the table. Beside him seated the powerful officials, the president and the other rulers of the country, and on top of the table was a dead body of a man who was alive just 5 minutes ago. A gun placed in front of Jungkook. Nobody said a word. The highly protected officials sat quietly in fear, praying it won't be that next. JK, it's been 2 days and I'm being asked to wait more. Jungkook, how long does it take to bring the man behind it? Jungkook's team was exceptional. They found out the party behind the attack and traced them within 20 minutes, but the rest was the job of these officials. President Jungkook, be easy on the man. The party has escaped abroad. It's taking some time to bring them back to Korea. You'll have them by the end of tomorrow. He tried while sweating, his eyes on the dead man on the table. Jungkook's eyes shifted to the president. Jungkook had a big scar that ran across his neck, the only scar which was visible. The rest were covered by his clothes. The scars he gained in multiple wars, the scars his wife loved to kiss and treasure. A guard from Jungkook's team entered the room, walked over to him, and whispered. The change of expressions on Jungkook's face was a sight to see. Eyes wide, jaw clenched, and disbelief on his face. Oh, what a sight to behold! It had to be a dream. Fear on the face of a warlord. That couldn't be true. JK, she's gone? The guard nodded once. Everybody knew who she was. His wife, his queen, the only person who had ever bent this man of war to his knees. Jungkook stood up, focus shifting towards the president as he picked up his gun. He had enemies throughout this entire world. She was out there, deciding to run away over an argument they both had before he came here, and now she was alone, with the possibilities of being caught by the enemies. JK, lock the city down. President, Mr. John, JK, I wasn't asking. Every bridge, every border, every port, nothing enters, nothing leaves. President, then what about the attacker? JK, what do you mean? He would have been my feet by tomorrow. He left, but the terror that spread among them was beyond questionable. And just like that, within the next minute, the city became a prison. One skipped through the streets, a hot dog in her hand and her scarf wrapped tightly around her neck. How long had it been she stepped out of that manor alone, without any security or her husband? She was happy, in her own word, too happy to be spinning around in the middle of the footpath. Surely she had an argument with Jungkook. She wanted to step out alone for once, and he rejected like he did always. For years, she never questioned him without knowing the reason well. She knew it would put her in danger, but after years of nothing happening, she let her guard down. She was too used to Jungkook's word now, it didn't seem dangerous anymore. One, huh, once he knows I can handle myself, he better let me out alone next time. And he needs to suffer a little. She crossed her arms. She was still mad at him, but the knife was too beautiful to worry about such a thing. She didn't know where she was going. All she wanted was to walk through the market until Jungkook found her. She was sure it wouldn't take him more than an hour, maybe even quicker. 'But then, the more she walked in, the quieter the city got. Suddenly, there were lesser and lesser people around. The shops and restaurants were suddenly closed. Huh? When has the city started to sleep by 10 p.m.? 10 minutes into it, Wine realized what was going on. The city was shut down. Wine, isn't he being a little too dramatic? She groaned. Jungkook. Surely she knew he would do anything to get her back, but this was too much even for her. But Wine was not going to give up so easily. She was not going to let herself be caught so soon. He was supposed to suffer a little. How dare he shut the city down when she was enjoying? 5 minutes into it, Wine was now sitting at a table in front of a closed cafe. Her arms crossed, eyes mad, waiting for that one man to come and get her because the hell she was supposed to do in her. Then she saw it, the beam of light flashing across the street through a helicopter. Silence was all she met within a city filled with 100 million people. And then the sound of footsteps, loud, deep, and full of authority, as they approached her. Black suit clinching to his tall frame, tie loose, dark eyes simmering, with rage barely held back. The scars on his hands looked like war stories etched into his skin, and the aura around him was nothing short of lethal. But when his eyes found her, the monster cracked. Wine's chin lifted, stubborn. Wine. That was unnecessary. His eyes turned soft as he stopped before her and then got down on one knee before her. Jacket, nothing is unnecessary when it comes to you, my love. Are you still mad at me? Wine. Even more. I finally managed to step out and what? You blocked everything? I wanted to have my favorite pastime visit my favorite arcade too. Ziggy, I'll have them open for you. One alone. Ziggy, I'll wait outside. He kept his tone soft, like always, and Wine went, impossible. One, you're doing it on purpose. You clearly know what I mean. Ziggy, my love. What you require is not possible. I'm sorry for putting you under such emotional burden, but I'm never going to ask you for anything except for your safety. Ziggy, we'll stay open for as long as you want to stay in. One, we are going to compete. If I win, I get to step out alone. Ziggy, of course, you get what you asked for. One, and you're not going to put the city on lockdown again. This is crazy. Ziggy, I can't accept that, my love. It puts you in danger. That was a necessary step. One, shutting the whole city. Ziggy, yes. One exhaled and then melted. Immediately, when he slipped out a rose from his pocket and caressed it against her cheek, she had to admit she missed him too. Putting the whole city under lockdown and then hugging her with trembling hands gave it all away. His mask was not going to work in front of her. Fine, I'm sorry. I was being childish. JK, nothing is childish, my love. You can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't endanger you. Ah, that's what spoiled her to pull these moves. He had always been like this with her. One, I'm still mad. JK, I dare not think otherwise. He replied with his soft voice while his hands trembled at the fear of having her alone in the outside world. One, I want to eat and play at the same time. Take it. Then we'll go to the arcade. You can play while I feed you. One, no. I want to find Dine. She pulled back and crossed arms again. Take it. Then restaurants it is. The game machines shall be arranged there. One broke out in a chuckle. He was seriously impossible. Putting up with her every ridiculous demand, that was the kind of man he was to her. Regardless of the threat he imposed on the world and its people, to her, he was the loveliest man to exist.